Hello everyone, this is VJ's Fruity back. More deck reviews as promised. This is the Bicycle 7 Seas and the Bicycle Captain's deck. And this right here is the limited edition 7 Seas decks. They come in a box in a tuck case that looks like a trunk with pirate's treasure in it, as you can see. And that's why there's two of them, because you put them together and it looks like a case. But anyways, and these ones do have numbered seals. I got 240 and 243 out of 1,000 or whatever it is. I'll just show you this one very quickly. The front of the box looks like a trunk case, like a pirate's treasure in it. On the top, that's the front. On the one side it says 7 Seas playing cards. I don't know if you can read that. The writing is not the best color. On the other side it says 36 illustrated tales. Top, there's nothing except there's a rope for like a handle. And in the bottom it's just got some USB-C info. And in the back it shows you the pirate's treasure. And there's a skull in there. There's lots of gold coins and other gold artifacts. And it's pretty cool. I'll put that aside for now. This is the standard Bicycle 7 Seas deck. It says Bicycle on top, 7 Seas on the bottom. And I'll try to zoom in there so you can see. Focus. And what you'll see is a ship, an old school ship, that is underwater. Part of it's sticking up out of the water, which is pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. And there is some embossing on the front here, on the picture, not on the words, not on bicycle at least. It's pretty interesting. There's nothing on the sides except for, it looks like a fishnet and an octopus or Cthulhu or whatever that is. I guess it's an octopus, and on this side there is a whale. The top it says 36 illustrated tales underneath the seal. Not like a fish tail. The bottom you got your bicycle trademark info and USB-C information. And a recycling logo. The back, more embossing, and you see the back design, which has a compass theme to it, and you see skulls along with a little gun, some coins in the two corners, and the other corners you got, looks like some kind of tools. I'm not even really sure what that is. And on either side of the compass and on top and bottom you can actually see a globe. So it's a compass and a globe, which is pretty interesting. It's different. The seal features that octopus and I guess the whale or some other kind of fish. It's hard to make out. The flap says produced by Brain Vessel, illustrated by Jason Krieger. And then on here again you see parts of the map of the world, the globe. And actually that's what you see on the side. Not a fishnet like I was saying, I don't know what I was thinking. But that just continues around to the side, and here on the front you see a map of the world, and right on the tuck, all over. Pretty cool. Let's get to the cards. Forget the fishnet. You do get an ad card. It says Brain Vessel on top. And their logo, which is a vessel, a boat, made up of brains. Very interesting logo. That's what I call Brain Vessel. And it says bvcargo.com for products in their store, bvbranding.com for creative services. They got you covered. And then the back design, just like on the back of the box, with the compass and some skulls and some other stuff. Very interesting. The borders are pretty thin. You do also get a double backer. Jokers, a little bit strange. You get this guy, which says Joker in the two corners. At the very bottom it says Fiji Mermaid, which actually looks more like a merman. And it's a half fish, half zombie type guy. Weird. And the other Joker says Jenny Hanover on the bottom, Joker on the two corners, and it's some kind of a weird sea creature. It looks like it's a mutant or something. I really don't know. It's just weird. Then we'll look at the aces. Lots of beautiful details, all the skulls, and definitely a strong pirate type theme. And sailing theme, this one says Davy Jones Locker. And you got skeletons. Basically, it looks like you're looking at the seabed. This one says the North Star, and it's got some stars on there, some compasses. You'll notice that the spades and clubs have a bluish color, a watercolor. Hearts and diamonds have a reddish color, or a brownish color. And the pips are all basically black. Ace of clubs, there's your pirate. Pirates, a whole bunch of them. It says mutiny. And then the ace of diamonds says fiddler's green, and again more pirates. Arr, matey. All the court cards, kings are the Kraken, I believe. And it says Kraken on there. Queens, this one anyway says Lamia. And it looks like a shark. This one says Charybdis, and it looks like a whirlpool. Something's going on there. King of Hearts. I guess I was wrong. This one says Sir Francis Drake. Must be some kind of a explorer. This one is Francois L'Olonnaise. Different people, different stuff related to pirates and sailors. This one is Anne de Leville. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This one, Sailor. Sperm whale. Oh, I see it's a big whale. If I'm going too fast, you can always pause, rewind, whatever. This one is Lorelei, and it looks like a topless mermaid. Although she's covering herself up. Blackbeard, I've heard of him. Pretty famous pirate. Bartholomew Roberts. Anne Bonny. And then it continues on with all the number cards that are basically sips, like the flute, galleon, sloop, East India Man, I kid you not, frigate, dinghy, old school dinghy, brigantine, man of war, and pinnace. And I can continue on and on. Ghost ship of Northumberland Strait. I will actually. Lady Lovibond. Burial at Sea. Flying Dutchman. St. Elmo's Fire. So all sorts of different nautical things and pirate things. Octavius. This looks like a damaged ship. Is Jonah. And the Albatross. Hopefully you can see everything pretty clearly. It's a little bit hard to make out everything, especially with the colors they used. This one is the Kelus. And then all the hearts have the same stuff as the diamonds, and all the spades have the same stuff as the clubs, although some of them might be slightly different, but they're more or less the same thing. So that's that, thankfully. So lots of artwork, lots of effort put into this deck. Handles pretty good. It is a bicycle or better stock. Air cushion finish. handles pretty good, looks pretty good, definitely very interesting, very unique. They did very well on Kickstarter. And I have another similar themed deck coming up. Sea creatures, I believe, and whatever else. And oh, as I mentioned, I show you this. I got all sorts of stuff from this campaign. We'll get to the other deck in a minute. This is the King of Clubs Sperm Whale. It's got a stamp on there with the logo and a signature. Pretty cool. And I got the book. I got a book here. Just quickly before I get to the deck, it has all sorts of tales, and it tells you about all the different boats and people, I guess, that are in the deck, that are featured in there. And I got the coins. This has got like a sip's wheel on one side, compass on the other. This one's got an octopus on one side, and it says Brain Vessel 7 Seas. Hopefully you can see that alright. It's a little bit hard to see. And the other side is the whale, Brain Vessel 7 Seas. Pretty cool stuff. And there was also another thing I got was this little bottle that basically has a paper inside that says, Victor, thanks for supporting us, whatever. I forget exactly what it says, but it's like one of those little glass bottles that you hear about people in stories or movies where they put a letter inside of it, slap it shut, throw it into a body of water, and hope that somebody finds it and reads it. As this is a nice little addition. They also had a nice paper with like an old school map on it that they wrapped everything in. It was just, they really went out of the way in this project. Let's get onto this deck though. This is the Captain's deck. This was a stretch goal add-on. It is similar but different. It says bicycle on top, Captain's deck on the bottom. And you see the sips wheel, just like on that one coin. And there's a little splatter, it looks like. There is some embossing. And you actually see there's writing in the background like a letter. And again, you got that nap motif behind the wood bicycle like the other deck. And it kind of continues on to the side. This one, when you look at the side, you see a bunch of pages like a book. Like the captain's log, I guess. Same thing on the other side. Top says 36 illustrated tales underneath the seal and the tail. And then the bottom again, your bicycle copyright stuff and USB-C info, recycling logo. The back shows you the back design, which is made up of octopuses and whales and more fabulous on embossing. And then the seal is a whale, whereas the previous one was an octopus. I thought it was more than one thing, but it's actually just the octopus. And this one's just a whale. Again, produced by Brain Vessel, illustrated by Jason Krieger, or Krieger on the flap. Again, you get the same ad card from Brain Vessel. And here's your back design. It's the same as the box. Borders pretty thin. Very interesting brownish color, orangey color almost. You do get the double backer. Jokers are the same thing, basically. And you'll see that the aces are basically the same thing. But you will see that there is some differences to the colors in the background. And it's almost more of a greenish color and whatnot. But more or less everything is the same. Just the border patterns, the background colors, a little bit different. Like this one doesn't have all the orange in the background, as you can see. Same with these other ones. It's just kind of a border, so you can actually see stuff a little bit better. But outside of that, cards are all the same. You'll see here on these ones, you mostly just see a boat. There's not a whole lot of color to them, but there is faint colors, faint brown and faint green colors on there. But basically, while the artwork is essentially the same as the other deck, the colors have changed and the back design is different. Nonetheless, pretty cool. Again, you get the nice stock and finish, as with most USB-C decks. pretty cool. I do have 2 complete sets available, and that includes these 2 decks, and 1 captain's deck and 1 of this, so you can get all 3 decks if you want them. I got them available. I got 2 complete sets like this available. That is what I got for this one. I apologize if it's long, but there's lots to talk about. As always, I'll see you next time.